Hello everybody. I hope everybody is home from convention who had to travel. Coralie, I hope you're home. Poor girls had just a hell of a time. It's just 5:30 here in Las Vegas, and just wanted to kind of talk a little bit about some of the new products and give you guys sort of a sneak peek at the new hair line. Hey Tanya. And just do a little brief review of some of the new products that that were introduced to us over the weekend, and give you just a little bit of details. Hey Paula, hey Kimberly, hey Ellen. Some of the products I don't have a lot of detail on, so I'll just give you kind of the basics, and as we kind of learn more in the coming days, I'll definitely be going live to share that as well. So far, by show of hearts, how many was at convention over the weekend? Throw me up some hearts if you guys had a chance to be there. It was freaking amazing. It was life-changing. It was so high energy. It was emotionally, physically, mentally exhausting, but in the best ever way possible. And it was just so, last year was pretty amazing for us. And, I was like, wow, this is so cool. But this year, it was like 10x. I mean, it was just amazing. We had some pretty, amazing speakers, Bob Proctor, Les Brown, Todd Falcone. We had several of our leaders up talking about not even really just about their success, but actually sharing what they do and how they got there. So it was really, really neat to be able to hear some of those stories, and just such high energy. I think we're all sort of hungover. Some of us literally hungover, but just sort of hungover from information overload, just trying to take it all in. And I was thinking, how am I even gonna start with all of the hey Victoria, hey Debbie, hey Corey, hey Rianne. I was like, where do I even start? How do I even begin to talk about everything that we have coming to us, or that's here actually? So I thought I would start with the hair care products. Why? Because I got to pick mine up today, and I used them, and my hair is super shiny and soft. So gonna share with you guys a little bit and some tips that I figured out pretty quickly about the hair products. But when I went to pick them up, because I live in Las Vegas, for those of you that don't know, and so I get to place my order and then I get to go pick it up. So last night I was shopping, and I kept putting stuff in my basket. I was like, "Ooh, I'll have one of those, and I'll have one of those, and I'll have one of those." And then I went to the checkout. Yeah, it was about $500 worth of stuff. So I was like, "Oh, we're going to put that back. We're going to put that back, and we're going to put that back." So my next purchase is going to be the essential oils that we launched. But I started with the hair care products because I was super, super excited. I'm kind of like, I don't know, a shampoo and conditioner hoarder. I probably have, 5 different sets in my shower of different ones, because I never really can find one. Well, I find one, I'm like, oh, this works really well. And then I find another one and I'm like, oh, this works really well. Well, I'm going to tell you guys right now, all of that's getting thrown in the trash, because I will never be washing my hair again with anything other than our hemp-based shampoos and conditioners. You guys, I know we got to smell them and kind of feel them and stuff while we were at convention, but if you could smell my hair right now, oh, it smells so good. It's so clean and it's light, and see how shiny? Can you guys see the light bouncing off my hair? I was blown away, instantly blown away. From the second I put it on my hair, I knew it was something different. So just to kind of recap about the hair products. So we launched a new line of hemp-based hair products. These are not CBD-based products. They are hemp seed oil products. So there's no THC, there's no CBD in them. Hemp seed oil as an oil, has lots of omega-3s, omega-6s. It's got flavonoids. It's got different vitamins and proteins and different things like that. And so it's a really good oil, and it turns out it's a really good oil for hair care products, because I was kind of nervous. I'm like, oh, my hair's already naturally oily. I don't want to be putting oil on my hair. But you guys, it's not like that. It's totally not like that. So it's organic hemp seed oil. It's sulfate free. It's sodium chloride free. It's color safe. So if you have colored hair, like the back of my hair is colored, it doesn't strip your hair. There are two different kinds. I have the deep hydration, and then the other one is called Restore, I believe. So I got the deep hydration because I was thinking, like, I always felt like my hair was sort of damaged and I really needed, like thick, heavy shampoos and stuff. But, so here they are. They're in like huge bottles. There is 16.9 fluid ounces in here. So it's a pretty big bottle. And here's a little trick. So here comes the tricks and the tips part. So I was in my shower and I'm sitting here and I'm turning. And I'm like, how the hell do you get into this thing? And I was going like this, and I'm like, how does this work? That's how it works. This is a cap over the top of that. So you pull the cap off, and then there's your little spout. So the other thing that I figured out really, really quick, because you guys, my hair is down to my waist, down to almost to my butt, and my hair is really, really long. So I'm super, like, always thinking I need a ton of shampoo. So I have like my shampoo like has a little pump, and I'm like pump, 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 until like the whole palm of my hand is full of shampoo, right? And as I lather my hair, I'm having to add more because like the suds aren't lasting. So I opened that up and I squeezed a bunch in there and I put it on my hair, and I realized you do not need that much. If you've got short hair, I'm telling you, like the size of a dime will do ya. So for my hair being as long and thick as it is, maybe the size of a silver dollar, you don't need that much. It's super rich. It foams up really well, but it's not like heavy, and you can feel it as you're lathering your hair. You can feel the silkiness underneath the suds. And so you don't need a lot. These bottles are $39 a piece, which I'm telling you guys is an amazing price, especially now that I know, because like I'm thinking this is going to last me maybe 2 weeks with the amount of hair that I have. Oh no, this is probably going to definitely last at least a month for my hair. So you don't need that much. It's super, super concentrated. So that's the shampoo. There's the conditioner. Now, with the conditioner, the other thing I'm used to is conditioners being really thick and heavy. So I'm used to, pumping and pumping and pumping till I get a bunch of it in, and then running it through my hair. And I'm used to it being almost not toothpastey, but you know what I mean? That, kind of thickness of it. It's not thick, everybody. So I turned it upside down and I squeezed. Yeah, it's pretty thin. So like a ton of it like fell out, like ran out of my hand, and I was like trying to catch it and throw it onto my hair before I lost it all. So just be careful when you go to use this that you don't even really need to squeeze. You just need to kind of tilt it there, but you don't need that much either. I was thinking I'm like, oh, it's so thin. How is it going to cover my hair? And it did. It did. And it rinsed really clean, but it still was like soft. Like I could run my hands through it. And so just be careful because it is thin. And then there's also, which I didn't really notice when we saw the, I don't know if it'll, but there's like these little, you might be able to see it inside there. See that little blue dot? There's these little like blue sort of like beads in there. And I assume they're like moisture kind of beads, or maybe they're the hemp oil. I don't know. But there's like these little blue dots in them, and they disappear when you run them through your hair. But so extra little bonus thing. So I got out of the shower, and normally when I get out of the shower, I have to put a leave-in conditioner in my hair. Even after I've conditioned it in the shower, I usually have to do a spray-on leave-in conditioner just to comb through my hair because it'll get knotted. Well, I did not have to do that today. Like, it brushed straight through. I was like, whoa. It just was like, it just went through super easy. So the next product that I bought is the hair serum. One thing I was surprised about, because I didn't pick the bottle up when we were at convention, but this is glass. So be very, very careful, because it literally is liquid gold, so you don't want to drop it. But I was reading the directions, and it didn't say if you're supposed to put it on damp hair or dry hair. So I was kind of like, I don't know what to do. And it says apply 2 to 3 drops. And I was thinking, oh my gosh, there's no way. There's no way. So I did 2 to 3 little drops. So it comes in like a little pump. So it's hard to do like a drop, but like a drop, right? And then you run it through your hands to kind of warm it up, and then you just kind of do this. See how shiny that is? So I put that on before I dried my hair, before I thought I was gonna need to dry my hair. And usually I get my hair wet, and then I walk around the house for a little while before I actually start drying it, because drying is a big old long process for me because of all the hair that I have. Yeah, Victoria, that bottle would probably last you a lifetime. I'm serious. You do not need much at all. So I left my hair down. I was kind of letting it air dry a little bit so that I could go back upstairs with my hair dryer, with my round brush to dry my hair for then, so that it would be ready for when I did my hair straightener. So after about 10 minutes, I was feeling my hair. My hair was almost dry, y'all. Probably 85% of my hair was dry within 10 minutes. The only part that was still damp 20 minutes later was just the back of my head, and even that dried. I didn't even blow dry my hair, guys. I didn't even blow dry my hair. All I did was use my straightening iron a little bit, but normally, like I said, I have to use a round brush first and then use my hair straightener. But all I had to do was use my hair straightener, and this is how straight it got. Just, yeah. So your dry time, which they didn't talk about when they talked about this, but ladies, I'm telling you, my hair takes forever. Like 20 minutes. It takes about 20 minutes for me to dry my hair. And if I put my hair up in like a little bunny thing, it'll still be wet the next day. So I was trying to think, like, how did they get the softness, but it was super light? And I started thinking about the conditioner that I use, that I use every day. And I'm thinking, I don't know the exact science, but it's probably got a bunch of crap in it that coats the hair and makes it super hard to dry. Well, after one use of this, my hair was literally almost dry. And when I'm done, I'm gonna post some pictures. I took some pictures as it was drying, so you can see it was not all frizzy. It wasn't all wavy and crazy. It pretty much dried fairly straight, and then I just touched it up with the straightening iron. And then once I did the straightening iron, I took a little bit more of the hair serum and I just ran it through just to get some of my flyaways down. And it just added, look at that shine. Like, it is so shiny, and it's like, my hair is light and it's super silky. Oh my God, you guys. I am telling you, you have to buy these. You have to. So amazing. And so one of the things I wanted to bring up because I'm sure some of the men that were there at convention were kind of like, whoop-de-doo, it's hair products. Like, what am I going to do with that? Well, one of the things that I thought of that the hair serum could be used for is a beard oil. So if you have somebody in your life that's got a beard or a mustache or a goatee, it can be used as a beard oil. It'll soften it, it'll make it shiny, it'll smooth it out. So the men are not excluded from this product line, and they can certainly use the shampoos, and it'll probably last them forever. But that's a way for you guys also to position it to some of your male customers that use it as bear oil. Or if they shave their heads and their head gets kind of dry and flaky, they could put a little bit of this on there, rub it on. They'll have a nice polished head with a little bit of glittery gold on there. So for you fellas, don't be afraid of the hair care line. And the smell is very, very fresh. I'm super, super sensitive to fragrances and scents, and they really bother me. I can almost taste them sometimes. And so it's a light, clean, fresh scent. It's not heavily perfumed. It's not overwhelming, but it's definitely refreshing. So that's the hair care line. So the other product I got was the hand and body soap, or hand and body lotion, not soap. Again, organic hemp seed oil. And this stuff, I know everybody was using this because they had it out. Everybody's hands were dry at convention, and we kept running back to the samples table so we could use some. But you really only need like a little tiny bit of this, and it's not greasy. It's super moisturizing, but it's not greasy at all. And it smells so good. Super, super clean, not like overly feminine or perfumey. Like I said, it's a nice, light, clean, almost reminds me not of fresh grass, but just like that fresh, you know, like spring air, spring water. It's just clean. Love it. So the other product that we launched was the 1500 milligram tincture, which I did not buy yet because I had already had a bottle of oil on order prior to going to pick up my other order today. But we do have a new 1500 milligram tincture available in all 3 flavors. It did smell good, didn't it, Tanya? But one of the things that they launched at convention was the, Melody says it is a fresh scent, and I have a very sensitive nose too. Yeah, so take it from me and Melody. We're both kind of fragrance kind of people, and it's really nice, and it lasts too. Like I even washed my hands several times, and I could still smell it a little bit. But we relaunched the labels, which I absolutely love. They're super clean. I think they look almost medicinal, very clinical. So this is what they look like. And they're all color coded. So this one happens to be cinnamon. So it's got kind of this bronzy stripe on it. The peppermint has the green, or I think the peppermint is like a teal, and then the natural is green, and then the pet oil is brown. So they revamped them. Super easy to read the milligram. And instead of it just saying cinnamon, like little color down here, you've got this stripe. And then one thing I didn't notice at convention, and didn't even notice it for a bit today, was that in the back of the label, you can kind of see here, see that those gray, those are cinnamon sticks. So I assume that the peppermint has peppermint or mint leaves like that, and I'm assuming the natural has the hemp leaf. So I was kind of like, what is that gray stuff? It's cinnamon sticks. Isn't that cool? So a couple other things that they did finally to the labels is they added our hemp seal of approval. So there it is. And then this QR code, this black and white thing. So I had somebody reach out to me when I talked about testing the QR code, and they were like, what the heck's a QR code? Well, think of it sort of like a barcode. So you can download an app. I've got this one. You guys can't probably see it very well. It's this one right here in the corner. It says QR reader. QR reader. So you can download the app. And then what you do is when you find a QR code, and they put these now on foods and different products, you can take your QR reader. So I'm going to launch it real quick. So it's got a little bit of a thing. It's looking, that red line, it's looking for the QR. So I'm going to show you what happens. I'm shaking it. So it just captured it. Look what it's doing. It went straight to documentation. Isn't that freaking amazing? So no more sending people to the website and looking for documentation. No more trying to figure out like the lot number and all of that. All they have to do is scan that QR and it'll go straight to documentation, and they can find our COA testing. So if anybody's questioning you, anybody's like, whoa, what about your testing? If you've got a bottle with you, you can scan your QR code and it's gonna go straight to the documentation, and you can go, here you go, here it is. No more like flipping through 9 million of them, it's right there. So I was really excited when I heard that. And Josh, I think, said that the QR codes, nobody else has really perfected this technology in the CBD industry. So we're one of the few, I don't know if we're the first, but we're definitely one of the few that has it on there. So it's a pretty good selling point. There's no like, trying to pull up on your phone and, searching through. You just have to do that. And by the way, a lot of products have those QR codes. So some of the foods you eat, you can actually do the same thing, and it'll take you to the company's website, their nutrition information, that kind of a thing. So it's a good little app to have, and they're free. And oh, by the way, you can also create your own QR codes for your website. So if you're at an event or something like that, you can create your own QR, and all the people have to do is take a picture of your QR and it'll go straight to your website. So you can do that as well. That QR program will allow you to do that. So it's pretty easy. Even I can figure it out. So check it out for sure. The other product we launched, this was our new brand line, and it's called the Mantra, and it's essential oils. And there's 6 of them. There's, I don't remember all of them. Sleep, focus, energy, relief, I think. I can't remember. There's 6 of them. And they come in a beautiful box. And they're 10 mLs. I know in my live that I did yesterday morning, I said they were 15 mLs. They did say that when we were at convention, so that's what was stuck in my head. But they are actually 10 ml bottles. But our competitors, there's a lot of competitors out there that sell only 5 ml bottles. So ours are twice as big. And for the 6 of them, the price point is $149. So for that amount, so think about like one of our competitors buying 2 bottles of each type. You'd be spending hundreds of dollars. So you get all 6, double the amount for $149. So I'm not all that knowledgeable about the essential oils, but we've got, I know, some great team members that are. So I'm hoping that they're going to go live within our pages to kind of talk to us about how to use the oils. Some of them are topical, some of them are diffuser, and some of them are either or. And I would imagine that pretty soon we're probably also going to have a diffuser to go with it, but they didn't mention that, but I have a feeling we'll be getting one. I mean, then the last brand launch was the High Life Travel. So this is a travel site similar to Expedia or Travelocity or Priceline or one of those. But we're going to be able to actually beat a lot of those prices with 110% price match guarantee. So we're really excited to learn more about that. I think Josh is doing a training to share with us more details on that. But I think probably one of my most favorite thing and the thing that probably like made me tear up the most was the Josh and Jenna Zweigel Foundation that they have launched, or they're going to be launching in 2020. It's a foundation that they're going to be able to help military veterans. They're going to help subsidize or help them get oils and help them with what they need to get the care they need. It's going to help the homeless. It's going to help starving children, and it's going to help our farmers, which is near and dear to my heart as my family in South Dakota. We're lifelong farmers, and farming is tough, and they're going to be setting this foundation up to be giving back to our communities. So that was probably one of my most favorite things that I heard, was what they're doing with their wealth. They're putting it back into our communities, and I can't thank them enough for doing that, because that is just, it shows how heartfelt and down to earth and how real Josh and Jenna are to put their earnings back into the community. So wasn't really quick, but that's my rundown of the new products. Like I said, as we get more information, I'll be going live again to share with you guys all the details of that. But there you go. So once again, the hair products, super shiny, super soft, super light, super big. You guys got to get them. They did tell me when I went to pick it up, they weren't sure if they were going to be able to fulfill my order, because normally I place my order and I can go pick it up. But they told me, the guy's like, I don't know if I'm going to be able to fulfill this, so let me go back and look, because they've gotten so many orders in that I think the initial batch that they brought in is starting to sell out. So if you've been thinking about the hair products, I'd highly suggest you get them now. I don't imagine if we do go on back ordered, it's not going to be anything huge, but he wasn't even sure if he could get me what I ordered. So you might want to get that ordered if you've been thinking about it. So thanks everybody for hanging with me. Feel free to share this video until you guys get your hair products and can do your own hair demonstration for shininess. But they're amazing. I highly encourage you to buy them. Well, to get all of it. I can't wait. I wish I had $1 million because I'd buy everything. All right, guys. Hope you have a fantastic night. We'll talk to you soon. Hustlers, I will see you in about half an hour.